Charlottesville Inside Out is made possible thanks in part to its patrons, committed to supporting the people, places, and quality of life that uniquely define Charlottesville and its surroundings, and by viewers like you. Thank you.
I think part of why this is powerful for younger people is to understand that this is all built on 250, 400 years of history to get to where we got today.
You want to start by just hanging that on your shoulder, the bass drone on your shoulder.
Okay.
And grabbing this with your left hand.
Okay. For WHTJ, I'm Terry Allard, and this is Charlottesville Inside Out. Today we're going to highlight a group whose mission is to perform, teach, and preserve the culture of Scotland and the British Isles through music. Join us as we hear from Albemarle Pipes and Drums. Come on. So Rick, how long has the band been together?
The band's been around since about 2003. The sheriff at the time thought it'd be cool to have a bagpipe band, and so he began recruiting amongst the police force and the fire departments. I think it was maybe part of after 9/11, but he recruited among those. He found a few pipers that knew how to play, and the rest of them learned from it, and we've been together as a group ever since.
Yeah, so and now it's a nonprofit group.
Right.
How many people are in the group now?
We have about 15 all told. Active members?
15 or 50?
15, 1-5.
That's what I thought you said. Just checking. Yeah.
15 active performers, but then if you have students and other people who maybe stepped away for a few years, there's a larger audience, I guess you could say, out there.
Yeah, it's amazing how many individual pipers are out there who are just playing on their own and have been part of a group or out for a while. And we hope that some of them will come back, but we all enjoy doing what we do as a group or individually.
Yeah, so I want to talk about that. So Sean, what drew you to this style of music?
I landed in the piping community because my friend got a traffic ticket, and we went to court to pay it, and there was a sign there saying, "Bagpipes, join us," and we joined that local band. This is in another state, and that's how I wound up in piping. And I found a wonderful community. It had its own little subculture. It's a family. It's great. It's just a lot of fun.
You met your wife through bagpiping.
That's true, yes. A number of years later, the band and we traveled to Ireland to perform. And it also so happened that I had been there a few years earlier to perform, and I met her dad and her sister, and before long, he became the chieftain of this clan function, and he asked me to pipe, and that's when I met my wife, and well, the rest is history from there.
And then what got you involved in bagpiping?
I just, from an early age, enjoyed the way they sounded. And maybe part of it was I don't know anybody that plays this thing, and it looks like it might be a challenge. And I like doing things that are a little bit different and give me a challenge and are worth pursuing and getting good at. 1, 2, 3, play. One of the challenging parts of it, it's a very physical instrument. You're blowing this bag full of air, and you've got the chanter in front of you playing the melody, and you've got 3 drones over your shoulder playing a bass note beneath the melody line. So you're having to manipulate all this bag of air and all these reeds and the melody and getting all those in tune all by yourself. And then when you get a band together, you got to get everybody in tune together.
This is the great
Highland bagpipe.
Great Highland bagpiping.
And there is several varieties of bagpipes. Ours is the most, I guess, noticeable, most prominent. The British Army took it on, a couple of 300 years ago as a way to, bring in the various the Scottish clans and people into the British Army after the unification of the United Kingdom as part of it. Also, there are bagpipes going back to biblical times.
I saw that, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Scottish were the ones who came up with the 3 drones, but you'll see in other parts of the world, in a lot of Gaelic communities, or even in the Middle East, where they'll have 1 or 2 drones.
It only has 9 notes in it. And I did that on purpose to show that when you're blowing into the instrument, you're actually filling the bag, and you can continue the note by squeezing the bag out.
And heal your bubble. One of the things when you learn to play the music of the bagpipes, we don't read the music. We have to memorize it all. Whether it's pibroch or light music, we have to memorize it. So one of the best ways to learn it is to learn to sing it. And if you can sing it, you can play it.
To be a part of a group like this, you have to stop focusing on this, and you have to focus on everyone around you. It's about listening.
So your band is not a competition band, but some bands, they do compete, right?
Right. Yeah, we do have some members who have played in competition bands before in other parts of the country, and some of our members do have competed and or even maybe even today do some competing. There will be some competition bands that they'll play with, in addition to playing with us.
But you do take it very seriously still. I mean,
Oh
you all
yeah,
really...
we want to play and have fun, but we want to play well, and we find, and I insist on it, that we do play well. It's more fun when you're playing it well.
See, because you're the pipe major.
Right.
So you can insist on it.
Yeah, I'm the leader of the band, and I've got other folks who have very good tuning ear, and they help me get us sounding good together. And like I said, when you're sounding together, it makes it a lot more fun, actually. So
Yeah, and for
it goes
people
together.
listening to you as well.
Oh gosh, yes.
How often do you all practice?
We practice once a week. Wednesday nights here at the Grace Red Hill, and we appreciate the church letting us use our facility for our practice space.
So the pipe sergeant would say we practice every day. But as a group, once a week.
And so you start with the chanter because it's easier, right? It's a good way to build up to the pipes, right? When you start practice?
Yeah, we can focus on just the tune itself rather than making the instrument play. So we'll listen for the melody that we're together, that we're playing, cuts and holds, and the rhythm that I like to hear. You can stop very easily and focus on a phrase or a piece of the tune and get it playing well together.
Also, a new student wouldn't have the investment of having to purchase pipes. They would start with this very affordable chanter, master the tunes the band plays, and then when the time comes, purchase the pipes, and then learn to transfer those tunes onto the pipes. It's almost like learning another instrument, but you're way ahead having worked with the chanter.
That's fantastic. So do people have to have a musical background to do this? If you want to join the band...
No, you don't. Some of us have had extensive musical backgrounds, some had none at all. So as long as you can tap your foot and sing in the shower, we'll welcome you and teach you how to play. From what you put into it, it's what you get out of it.
For whatever reason, the sound, the music from a bagpipe has always spoke to me. And I think it does that with a lot of people. It's an instrument that is very dignified and very whimsical at the same time.
There's an old saying among pipe and drum bands that loud drums save pipers.
When it finally comes together and the pipes are wailing and the drums are banging and crashing at the back of you and you're marching in a parade and the crowd are cheering, it's fantastic. It really is. It's brilliant when it comes together.
So you have some performances that you do every year. Talk about some of these events.
Well, some of those are the Dogwood Parade in Charlottesville that we play every year. We often play at first night on New Year's Eve as a performance. And we also try to go to some of the Highland games in the area. Every fall, there's one in Richmond, the Celtic games, that we go to. It exposes us to other bands and kind of immerse ourselves in the culture of it and just enjoy listening to the other bands, playing with some of the bands, and then those of us who go to that will play together and just kind of, bask in the glory of the whole thing and just play for the crowds and the audience and just kind of show off what we've learned the whole year.
Plus, it's unique from an audience standpoint to see what's called mass band. When you put all the bands together and they play the same tunes, it can be an impressive sight to see too. And we can't do that as a small band, but as a large band, we can achieve that. So they're a lot of fun to celebrate all things Scottish and Celtic. Mm-hmm.
So if people want to join the band, what do they do?
Oh, you just contact us. We have our website is albemarlepipesandDrums.com. Contact any one of our members, and just, if you don't know how to play already, we do offer lessons. If you already know how to play, we'd be thrilled to have and a number of our members have come who learned elsewhere and played. So we've got them as brand new players who have never played before, those who played for 30 plus years, and just kind of meld ourselves together and enjoy doing the same thing together. So again, that's how we have grown with pipers and drummers who've done it before or never have, and we are willing to put in time to pick it up.
Yeah, anyone, all ages.
Yeah, all ages welcome, and especially drummers might be used to playing one style of the drums, and here's a totally different style to learn, which could be a nice challenge as a drummer who has experience to come and try drumming along to support the pipes.
And another reason to join the band is that you all have so much fun. Talk about the band camaraderie.
It's true. That's so important to me is that you do have fun, and bands are full of the most colorful people I found in pipe bands, and so it's a lot of fun, and it keeps me coming back.
Mm-hmm. We do have a good time, and all are welcome. We'll even one of our guys likes to say, we'll even let Scotsmen play with us. You haven't got to have a Scottish background, and it may or may not make a difference. But we enjoy folks from all backgrounds that want to enjoy the music and come play with us.
Yeah, and you said in an earlier conversation with you, you said you have to have a sense of humor to play the bagpipes.
Yeah, there's an old joke that the Irish gave the bagpipes to the Scots, and the Scots haven't gotten the joke yet.
Bagpiping is brilliant. I really enjoy it. If you play in a band and if you go to a different town, if there's a band there, you'll always be welcome. You'll always have friends with it.